Okay, for those of you that are new, this is Nilesh Mistry, is a fractal of Archangel Metatron.
Da, spun ceva.
And could all of you mute yourself so that you only hear the speaker? I would appreciate it. If you can't mute yourself, I can mute you. Okay. Thank you. For those of you that are new, if you're going to ask a question, please post your question in the chat pane on the right-hand side. This is a question and answer. Archangel Metatron or Nilesh does not channel. He will connect with you heart to heart so that you can channel the information for yourself. And it's very powerful. Nilesh, are you going to open with a meditation today?
We are. Let's first of all, actually, we're not gonna. I want to go through a technique, but before we go through a technique, I just want to share a little bit about like what it's like to kind of go through some of the stuff I'm going through, because I think, you know, when we go through this process, when we're going through all the stuff that we're going through here on planet Earth, I don't think a lot of ascended masters or, you know, high vibrational beings, whether they're angelic or whatever fractal you feel you have, share what they're going through. So let me separate it for you today. Okay, so 3D Nilesh at the moment is going through quite a lot of things at the moment, and specifically what 3D Nilesh is going through some stuff, old relationship stuff. So many of you might be aware, might not be aware. Well, I was in a 20-year relationship about 7 years ago, and I thought I had dealt with all of that, but actually I got into a new relationship and some of that stuff was triggered quite heavily, and so all of it's kind of coming up. So I want people to be aware that this sort of stuff comes up, you know, the fear, the uncertainty, the repeating patterns, the conditioning, the belief systems, and you know, there's so many ways of dealing with that. You know, you know, again, there's so many meditation techniques. There's obviously, you know, going in and, you know, trying to understand where it comes from and try and trace it back to, you know, in regards to linear, where it comes from, where it's early childhood, or even another life in a different planet as a different being. You know, there's so much more to look at. So just to kind of let you know that, you know, we're all going through this, you know, regardless of, you know, the fractal you have or whichever being you feel you are, we're all going to have these emotional ups and downs. They're very, very normal. So just go through them and seek out your support and your friends. You know, you've got a lot of friends and family around you. You know, the ones you can go to. You know, the ones you can ask for support. So seek them out. This is the time to do it, because you are going to come up with stuff that's really, really deep rooted. And now is the time to cleanse all of that. So then you can bring in the new vibration that's about to come over the next few months. I actually thought it might be September, October time, but I think it's going to be delayed. So beautiful thing about vibration is that nothing's set. It always goes really well with the flow. And so, you know, when you're going with the flow of things, it changes, the flow changes, and therefore the time extends because it needs to, because humanity is not ready for the next stage. So just to make you kind of aware of that. So you know, the plan really is for, you know, for you to get rid of your old beliefs and purify those old beliefs into the new, you know, and this is the stage. And I know many of you have been going through this over some of you months, maybe some of you years, depending, but it's definitely about that at the moment. So if you're purging, then please purge. You know, there's so many ways to do it. You know, people get emotional. Some people kind of like, you know, meditate a lot and trying to, you know, want some introspection and find out where it goes through. So whatever it is you're going through, you know, sit in it, sit in your emotion, whatever that might be, and then see what you feel, and then take it from that point onwards. I'm going to give you a technique today because I kind of feel, sorry, right, I kind of feel that sometimes, you know, many of you are going through things and it's driving people insane a little bit. You know, it's like uncontrollable kind of emotions that you're going through, or uncontrollable, you know, really deep rooted experiences. And I think many of you like are struggling to kind of not only just sit in it, but also kind of like, you know, allow it to be, allow it to kind of all this stuff to come up. And like you kind of need a little bit of a reprieve from it, you know, every now and then. So I want to give you a technique that really, really works. Now, what this technique does is is although you're saying the words that I'm going to tell you, it's also about just allowing you to forget about what's running in here in your 3D, like monkey brain, I like to call it, but allow you to sit in your soul and the purity of your soul. So what you discover is when you say this, when you say these things, when you're having a difficult time, it just centers you, it just balances you, and it brings you back to the core of you, and actually it opens you up a little bit more as well, because you know, around your core you have got lots of belief systems, a lot of conditioning, and it kind of strips that away and lets you look at the core. And the core of you is really simple. It is just pure love. That's all it is. It's just pure love, like you've never felt it ever before. It's like connecting with Father, identical to that. That's what you have within you, and it's just within you, and you've got to tap into it. So you take a hand. Let's kind of do this together. Whichever hand it is you like. I like to take my right hand, and I want you to put it on your heart. Okay? So I want you to guys go through this with me. Yeah? So I want you to put it on your heart, and I want you to say, I am not my thoughts. And I want you to repeat that. I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts.
I am not my thoughts.
I am not my thoughts. Every time you have like bad thoughts come in, I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts. Okay, can you feel it? Can you feel the mind already changing? Can you feel it? It's like, I am not identifying with my thoughts. So that's the next one. I don't identify with my thoughts.
I don't identify with my thoughts.
I don't identify with my thoughts. I don't identify with my thoughts. Close your eyes. See what you feel. I don't identify with my thoughts. I don't identify with my thoughts. I don't identify with my thoughts. And then I want you to say, I don't attach significance to my thoughts. I don't attach significance to my thoughts. I don't attach significance to my thoughts. I don't attach significance to my thoughts.
I don't attach significance to my thoughts.
Don't attach significance to my thoughts.
I don't attach significance to my thoughts.
I don't attach significance to my thoughts.
I don't attach significance to my thoughts.
Yes? So this little technique I've given you connects the mind to the heart to the mind. And it kind of just allows things to, what you're doing is brushing away all of those thoughts, all of those ideas, and getting back to the purity of who you are. So I want you to practice that every time you guys are feeling overwhelmed, every time you're feeling like you can't cope, every time you're feeling like this is too much. I want you to use that technique, because it will allow you a little bit of reprieve to center yourself and to remember this soul within you. It's a great technique to use. I want you to use that. Yeah? Good. Okay. Shall we start with a meditation then? So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to bring Father's here with me, because I've been saying to him since yesterday, like, I want you here in this particular meditation, because I asked and I want him here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in Father's energy, like really, really strong today. So we're not going to connect to Gaia. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the energy down from the top of your head, and I want you to imagine it filtering all the way through your body, through to your feet. But we're not going to go to Gaia today. What we're going to do is when we end the meditation, I'm going to get you to bring your roots down into Gaia to ground you a little bit with all of the energy that's going on. Okay, so close your eyes. Take about 6 deep breaths, abdominal breaths. Good. I want you to just relax, let everything go. Feel your shoulders relaxing, feel your neck relaxing, feel your arms and your legs relaxing. Let everything go.
Hear yourself.
Good. Just imagine yourself sinking further and further into your chair. Just let everything go. Let's purify your soul a little bit today, shall we? Good. Okay, I want you to imagine from the house of heaven, because that's where we're going today, the house of heaven. I want you to imagine the purest, brightest, whitest light coming down from the house of heaven right into the top of your head. And it's like a beam, and it's strong, and it's pure. And I want you to imagine it penetrating the top of your head into your skull, or through to your cheeks. Imagine it filtering down, penetrating every single cell in your body, through to your neck. Good. Let everything go. Just allow it in. Surrender to it. Down to your shoulders. It's trickling slowly to your chest. Good. Into your heart, surrounding your heart, penetrating your heart. This pure, beautiful white light into your abdomen, down your arms, down your elbows, out through your hands and your fingertips. Imagine this beautiful light coming out your fingertips, allowing it to flow out into your hips, allow it to penetrate every part of your being, into the top of your legs, down to your knees and your joints, penetrating every single bit of you, every single cell, every single tissue, all the muscle. This beautiful, bright, strong, white light down to your shins, down to your ankles, and into your feet. Good. I want you to hold it there. I want you to hold this light inside of you. You are a direct connection to heaven right now in this moment. And I want you to stay like this throughout our whole meeting until the end. I want you to still imagine this strong, bright, white, beautiful white light coming into your being and staying with you throughout. You can feel it vibrating inside of your soul, inside of your being. You can feel it penetrating every single part of you. It feels warm, it feels fluffy, it feels comfortable, it feels lovely. You're starting to feel a lot more relaxed, starting to feel a lot more happier. And you're learning to let go. Good. I want you to surrender to it. Excellent. This energy is going to stay with you. And we're going to ramp it up halfway through. Okay. Open your eyes. Let's start this session. Good. Holly and Rob, hello. Lovely to see you. Okay, Deb, ready when you are. Did we lose you, Deb? Are you still here? I think we might have lost Deb. Did we lose Deb?
She might have some internet issues, so
Yeah,
yeah,
I thought
if she
that
could
too.
be, because she was online a minute ago. I can't see her now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
All right, let's just give her a little moment. Okay, Kyle. Go on then. Kyle, do you want to share? You said you just wanted to share some stuff you were going through.
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah, man, share.
So about like 2 years ago, I had a bad acid trip, and it led to this entity attachment, and it felt like Corona basically, but it started like 2 years ago, and it felt like a pressure on my chest, and it was really influencing me in a negative way, putting me into like really bad anxiety states and everything. And it put me in a really, really dark place for a long time. And I finally found out like what I need to do to release that. And I had a dream where Yeshua like shot this white hot energy into me, and I saw him pull this being out of me. And then I found out it was one of my this person I was living with, and it was them on a different dimension, and that was the reason why it was sticking with me for so long, is because I was basically surrendering to it by allowing myself to live with it, you know. And gosh, I finally released it, and like I can breathe properly again, and that feels amazing. But it's still the memory of those different like horrible thought patterns that it was putting me in, you know. And I thought it was, you know, when that happened, I didn't know that it was something separate from me. I didn't like, so I was like identifying with it, and now I still have these thought pattern triggers that, God, they're horrible, man, and I get stuck in it, and it's really. But again, I have recognized my true self, you know, and I guess it's a matter of just identifying that every time. But God, these triggers, it's just like every time they happen, it sucks, man. But yeah.
Definitely.
So.
I mean, the technique I gave you earlier, Kyle, is a great way, because I think sometimes we can be very overwhelmed with everything that's going on, especially with the energies being quite high. I kind of feel like, you know, the energies are ramping up right now. So, you know, we're starting to feel everything that you thought you could hold and repress is all coming out. Like, you haven't got a choice. So we kind of need some techniques to help us to kind of get through these like really kind of chaotic, you know, what feels like a, you know, you feel emotionally, you feel unstable, because I know that's how I feel sometimes, you know, that when I'm stuff that's coming up, it's like, my God, you know, it's like, you know, I can't cope with this today, or I just can't cope with this right now. So that technique really helps you. One of the things to remember is just remember that you are not your thoughts. Yeah, they are passing through you. You know, the only reason you think you are your thoughts is when you attach your significance to it, when you attach to it, when you identify with it, and you go, oh yes, I am that, or I am this, or I am thinking this. So don't identify with it. Just allow it to come. Allow it to come and go, you know?
It's easier said than done, though, after it happens repeatedly 1,000 times, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's just like when it happens, there's just like anger immediately comes up, you know. And I guess that like having an emotional reaction would be identifying with it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's like bringing that up and sitting with it and seeing where that comes from. You can directly relate it to experience, and then it's letting that go and understanding that you're attaching you know, emotionally, you're attaching significance to that. You're attaching significance to that emotion, to that particular experience in your time. So it's about still letting that go and processing that. And it will, you know, the more you practice it, the better it will become. That's the key, is practice, practice, practice. But it's not easy, Kyle. It's not easy. None of this stuff is, you know, we've been, you know, you've been on the planet for X amount of years, and you've built up a lot of belief systems and conditioning. And so it's about kind of, you know, you have to work through the process of letting it go. And we have to use whatever techniques we can, you know, meditation, yoga, Tai Chi, good food helps to a certain extent. But then we also have to have some of these coping techniques to help us through it. And the attaching the significance to it is really, really key. It's really key. It's just not being in your mind and trying to avoid that. And it is, you know, just for a period of time, because you can't avoid it forever. You know, there is a part of you that still needs to go through the process. You are still 3D human ascending to 5D. So, you know, you're still going to have to go through that. But it's having those, you know, periods of reprieve when you need it. And that's really, really key. Really, really key.
Right. Yeah, one technique that has really helped, that actually originally let this entity attachment release, was sitting and just during my daily like life, listening to sound and like loving sound when it comes in through my ears, you know. And that's a really easy way for me to be in the moment and like exude that love energy in the moment, you know, and take me out of my head. So that helped a lot.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. We all have this, don't we? We all have something we do, you know, whether it's an activity or it's music or a conversation you have with someone. We all have our ways of like helping, you know, helping yourself to cope through whatever you're going through. I mean, for me, you know, it's definitely about talking about it. I love talking out things, you know, that's my therapy. That's how I do it. You know, I love to kind of like, I'm a very detailed person. I love details. So, you know, that's one of the ways for me to do it, you know. We just got to find your own thing. Music is another one for me. You know, we all have our things, you know, going out for a car drive at 12 o'clock at night does that for me. So you just got to find whatever it is for you, you know, that works for you, because it is going to get, and it is really, really difficult at the moment. There are like, we went through this like a month ago, but it seems the energies have ramped up again and we're here again with it, you know, we're here again with that. So use what you can, man. We've got to get through this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so annoying though, because it's like one time I'll see whatever that trigger is in the environment and I won't react to it, but then another time I will react to it, and it's just like this constant seesaw of, you know, this constant battle that I'm just like getting exhausted over, and I've been fighting for like 7 years now, you know. That was like,
Absolutely.
So
it is
exhausted, like man.
It is tiring, and give yourself the time. That's the other thing, you know, allow yourself the, like, you know, the replenishing time, you know, the nourishing time that you need. You also have to find that in your life too, Kyle. You know, we all know within ourselves what it takes to nourish us. Now, there are good things and there are like not so good things, you know. Ideally try and do the good things that nourish you. So whether that's like doing a meditation or having a hot bath or whatever it, you know, or going for a long walk, or, you know, whatever it might be, you know, a particular sports, you know, use the positive side of things to help nourish you. It might even just be sitting with a friend and just having a chat, you know, or just going for a walk, or going and having a beer with a bloke or whoever, you know, or hanging out with your mates, you know, or whatever it might be. I think you just got to find that. Remember that though. Remember that as much as you are going through this process, and there is, like, you know, some serious kind of ups and downs with the roller coaster at the moment, find time to do the nourishing aspect of yourself too. And I think as light workers, you guys are terrible at that. You know, I can definitely identify. We give, help as many people as we can, but we don't really tend to look after ourselves, you know, and that's really not promoting self-love. So you must always remember that self-love is really, really important, you know? So find the time to nourish yourself, you know, once a week, at least once a week, at least doing something for you once a week, because the energies are so strong at the moment. If you spend too much time doing the battling of that, you know, trying to kind of purge all of that, trying to kind of like cleanse yourself through all of that, you're not giving yourself time to nourish yourself either. So I know it's asking a lot once a week, because time's very limited for many of you. I get that, but you got to make time for this. Really, really have. Otherwise, you're going to feel a little bit unhinged, you know. Definitely.
I've been told that hiking would make my energy field a lot stronger. And I think, and they also said, like, once you get into that flow state through like that sound technique, the longer and longer that you can sustain it, the more and more that those layers peel off, and then the easier and easier it becomes. So I mean, I'm looking ahead to the brighter future, obviously, but it's kind of challenging. I'll let somebody else go now.
Now that I'm back, I wanted to before I get booted again with the internet shutting off, we've been really unstable here for some reason. I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that if everybody could keep their questions to one, so that maybe we can get through more people this week or this month, I would really, really appreciate it. And Sophie, did you happen to write down who has questions? Because now I've lost everybody. since I got booted, it's all gone on the chat pane for me.
No, I think it should be in our chat. It's still in the chat.
It's not for me. It
Yeah, that's
removes
fine.
everything. Okay.
Okay.
If you could take over the chat pane for me, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, we got
You'll have to scroll to the top.
oh yeah. You got this. Normally Don's quite good at this. I don't know if Don wants to do it. He's got a is Don about or not? Blessings, everyone.
Jackie says she wants to connect heart to heart with Nilesh.
Okay.
Let's connect, Jackie. All right, Jackie. Put your microphone on. Let's hear you. Aha! Hello, Jackie. Okay, shall we connect? Okay, close your eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths. That's right. Just let everything go. I want you to relax. Allow your body to get all floppy. Anyone else wants to connect as well? Let's connect, okay? So I want you to just be open, and I want you to allow, and I want you to surrender, okay? Okay, I'm going to connect your heart to my heart, okay? Okay, it's connected. Okay, excellent. Wonderful, good. You're allowing it. You're really open to it, Jackie, which is beautiful. I love that. Okay, I'm going to disconnect from you. You got exactly what you wanted. Okay, beautiful. It's wonderful. You really took all my energy in. That's great. And you're definitely going to use it for whatever you want it to use it for. I don't kind of, want to go too deep into what you're going to use it for. I think it's nice for you to just kind of use whatever your soul needs it for. But it was wonderful. You were open and you surrendered to it. So that's amazing. Well done, Jackie. That's really, really cool.
Thank you. And thank you for doing it. Thank you.
Pleasure. Pleasure.
All right.
Thank you. Phil.
Maria says
Okay.
that she has a question.
Okay.
Maria.
Did you
Hi, Maria.
Okay. Did you go back and scroll, Wendy?
I did.
Okay. Yeah. Phil
She's the next one.
Okay. Thank you. Because Phil just copied and pasted it all for me. Thanks.
Hi, everyone.
Okay.
Hi, Maria.
It's nice to be here with you guys again.
Hi, Maria.
Maybe it's not a question, maybe it's just a confirmation that I'm wanting to hear. But oh my gosh, my body is everywhere. And it's like I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling just everything. Like my bones, my veins, my muscles, my cells. And that's kind of what's been overwhelming, not my life experience, even though that kind of pulls me away from the feeling of it. But I feel like those are the pains of what comes with what we have been wanting to prepare for. And I feel like when I surrender to it, because it's all me, it's just kind of like, oh, it just overwhelms my body.
Yeah. I can feel it from you.
So when Kyle was talking, I can feel, oh my God, there's a bird outside. When Kyle was talking,
Mhm.
This is what we came here to do
Mhm.
because we can. And it's not the outside coming towards us, but it's us wanting to come out into the outside.
Mhm.
But we have to own that
Mhm.
and know that it's just us.
Mhm.
And I have to be very patient and kind to any thought and any emotion and any unkind thing that might come into my feeling realm, because it's me. And it just wants to survive just like everything else wants to survive.
Your soul will live forever. It is immortal. It does not die.
And if I know that, then I
Mhm.
can see it like a child who's growing and wants to just get to know the world around them. And we're innocently trying to understand ourselves. So in that way, I feel like, then I feel reverence and just complete love for the whole experience.
Mhm.
And then it just kind of wraps around. But I feel energy is, I can hear it,
Mhm.
and everything wants to talk to you.
Mhm. Okay,
And I
I want to do
we're
I want
not
to do
just,
something with you, Maria. Okay,
yes,
I'd like to do this in person, but I can't do this. I want you to take your thumb, and I want you to put your thumb on your third eye. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to put your thumb like this on your third eye. Doesn't matter which hand. It's not right. It's not relevant. I want you to do this. Okay. Okay. A little bit lower. I want it in between your eyebrows. That's it. Just there. Okay. I want you to listen what I'm going to say to you. Okay. Listen very closely. I want you to take a couple of deep breaths. Okay. I want you to push that thumb a little bit harder into your third eye. Okay. Okay. Are you listening to me?
yeah,
Okay. Peace, child. Listen to my words. Okay. Peace, child. Good. Peace, child. There is no need to fret. Everything's going to work out just the way it should. Peace. I want you to find the peace within yourself. I want you to circle that thumb in a circular motion, clockwise direction. Peace. Peace, child. Good. Okay, that's it. That's what I want you to do. That's it. Did
thank
you
you.
hear my words?
Thanks,
Yes,
Maria. I love you.
I love you too. Can I do that when I feel
You're
a lot
totally
of
right.
like this tingling stuff? I'm sorry.
Maria, what I did there was I just calmed your soul a little bit, okay?
Okay.
And ascended masters and angelics do this a lot. We use whatever we've been given, and just in that moment when you were talking to me, I was told to do this with you. I never really understand why, and to be honest with you, I don't really want to know. I just know that that's what's required, so I just do it. And for you, your soul was like this. So when we just did that, it kind of like just calmed everything down just for a little while. Just allow you to feel the peace within you, allow you to feel that calmness within you, to allow you to be a little bit more centered. So when you come from the centered place, your feeling, your emotion, your intuition, your knowing is so much more stronger, so much more connected, so much more there. So when you're having this emotional state, you're in your emotion. We're trying to kind of bring just that down a little bit, let that go a little bit. So you're feeling a lot more calmer now, right? You're feeling a lot more relaxed. You're not haven't got the, the voice, the trembling voice that you had, and your being's feeling a lot more calmer. We just use these things. But if it helps you, yes, of course, please use it. Yes, of
Thank you.
course. Good. Remember the words. I want you to find some peace within yourself, Maria. I don't care how you find it. I want you to find it. You know what that felt like. You know what it feels like right now. You're feeling calm. You're feeling peaceful right now. This is the place I want you to be. This is the place I want you to find. When things get overwhelming for you, when things get too much, find this place, the one that I've just shown you, okay? And from this place, you are extraordinary, each and every one of you. From this place.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. You're welcome.
Sorry, Kyle.
I think Wendy's got a question next.
Hey, how are you today?
Hi, Wendy. I am good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so good. I'm so glad to see you, and thank you for taking my question. So, the last couple of times that I've done healing sessions, I've had attached to people, and so I've been sending the doors, and I have used a couple of different methods. But I would like to, since he's connected today, I would like to know what is the best way to lovingly assist somebody who is crossing over when you're removing them from an attachment from a person during a healing session.
Can
To be respectful. You know what I mean? To be respectful to the soul. Oh,
yeah. Can you just repeat that? Repeat that again, Wendy. You broke up a little bit.
Yeah. So when doing a healing and an entity is attached to a person and you're removing them and sending them back to source, I've used a couple of different methods, but I would like to know what is the best way to, to send them back to source. To gently, lovingly. Yeah. Yeah. So when you're doing a healing and you find that there's an entity attached to a person and you're guiding them back and kind of bringing them back to this is my technique anyway, bringing them back to fullness, and then sometimes I'll ask for archangels to come and assist, and I don't know, I just want to know the best way to do it. What's the best method?
Okay, so what I'm feeling here is each individual is individualistic in the way that they're attached to that particular entity in regards to the contract of that. So one of the things what I'm being guided to say to you is be detached from it, because I think sometimes, don't forget, okay, when you are having a hypnotherapy session, as you do with your clients, your energies are intermingling, which means your thoughts, ideas and beliefs are intermingling with the clients. You're both melding at this point, and therefore you're co-creating at this point. And when you're co-creating, you've got to be really careful in regards to what it is you're co-creating. Is it your creation or is it your client's creation? So what I'm feeling is detachment from you. So it's like detachment is really quite easily. It's like it doesn't matter to you whether it works or whether it doesn't work, because again there's expected outcomes. And also about asking, just ask the actual client themselves, because each will be individualistic, but how you want this entity removed, which way to do it, and don't change the form of it. Many of you do this. Don't change the form of the entity. I don't want you to do that. Light and dark both go together. They are cohesive. They are one in many ways. When I sense, not just when I sense, but when I am actually with Halel, because I actually kind of, I kind of actually, can we just mute our microphones, please, so we can just focus on the question? So when I kind of connect with Halel, one of the things people always say is that he is dark. Yes, he is dark. He's very, very dark. But you know what? Within that darkness, there is light, and I see it. So there is both in that. There is no separation. There's no separation in this. The separation is your belief system, is your conditioning. So the detachment is really, really important. Leave the entity in its form. Don't change it, and allow it to either move on or be taken back to wherever it needs to go, the source of it. So that would be my advice to you. Detachment is the key for you. They just keep saying this over and over again: detachment, detachment, detachment. Like no preference one way or another. Does that make sense, Wendy?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, that's
I
all I
mean,
have.
generally, if it depends, generally it depends on, like, I tend to just grab them and take them out into space. The reason for that is because their connection is to Gaia, connection to the soul, to the Gaia. Once you've taken them out into space, they don't have that connection anymore, which means they can't come back. But that's what I tend to do because I know that works, and something will happen. You know, they'll either I let them go and they can't return to Earth because their contracts have ended, but also they might disappear into another dimension, a wormhole, whatever it might be, and go back. You know, or they might go back to their own master and, you know, be sent out again to someone else, because, you know, they'll have many contracts. You know, many agreements, not just one. So, you know, and they'll have many people that they will be, you know, attaching to. So the idea is just to raise your vibration enough so they can't penetrate. That's the key. That's always been the key. You know, higher your vibration, they can't penetrate it. It's too difficult. Just like the reptilians, same. You know, they cannot feed upon you if you're a high vibrational being. If you're a low vibrational being, then they will. But if you're high vibe, then they can't. So raise that vibration, get it high.
Can I sneak in and say something really quick?
Yeah, of course you can, Guy. Of course. Yeah.
So this being that was attached to me, it would attack me at night, especially recently, and it was like right as I was getting to the point where I was gonna slip into sleep, I would feel this really like negative energy kind of hit me, and like wake me up. And they say that, like, sleep is the cousin of death, you know, and that's like kind of what I was say all the while sleeping, like while trying to go to sleep, like loving the feeling of being relaxed when you're laying. That really helped, and actually made me have some like really dream that state. And then that's a
Sorry, Carl, you broke up a fair bit over that, but yeah, we kind of get the gist. Oh, you're almost fast
okay.
forwarding now.
Yeah, I was just saying, did you hear the
Oh, you're still breaking up, pal, quite a lot.
part, like just
Okay.
holding love when you're falling asleep?
Right, we got that bit. Holding love when you're falling asleep. Yes. Love is one of the highest vibrational things, the only vibrational that's worth, you know, of having around you. Yes, raise it. Use your heart, you know, and let it explode out, you know, into your whole room, into your whole house, into your whole area. Spread it. You know, they don't like it. It burns them. They don't like it. So, okay, thanks for that, Kyle.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. So I actually, so the entities that I remove, I actually have no fear of them attaching to me. They don't. That's not been the case. I'm pretty sure I'm vibrating is too high for that to happen anyway. But I just wanted to make sure that when I was helping them off the person that I'm working on, that I'm sending them back to source in the most loving way that I can. And I'm like, should I grab their body parts back and say, re-heal yourselves to oneness, to wholeness because that's kind of what I've been doing, but that's kind of like one of the questions that, as far as removing entities, if I'm doing it in like the most loving way that I.
You can't send them back to you know, wherever they came from, because like I said, you know, there are contracts here for them to fulfill, and they're going to come back and fulfill them, just like you yourself. You know, you have a contract here on planet Earth, and you're here to play the role of light, just like many of you. They have a role here to play the dark, you know, and we need that. You need the contrast in order to understand what it is that you don't want, so you know what you do want. So yeah, you know, you can send it back to light if you want to, but actually it will go wherever it needs to go. But give it the freedom to do that. You know, give it the freedom to do that, and choose your words carefully as well, Wendy. You know, when you say I'm sure it doesn't attach to me, no, that's not the words I want you to use. You know, I am sure It does not attach to me. You know, those are the words I want you to use. You know, not maybes. I don't like maybes. Be certain. Be
Right. I am sure.
Thank you.
I am sure
you
that
know,
they do not attach
words
to
have
me.
excellent. Words have power. Words have power here. You know this because you're manifestors, you're creators. So be mindful of the words that you use. Be very, very mindful of them. Some of them will, you know, can you know, love and cherish and, you know, be beautiful, and some can hurt and harm. You know, and we've all experienced that. We've all been on the receiving end of that, and we've also been on the end of giving it out as well. So we know what that feels like.
Yeah.
And again, it's all experience. So just whatever it feels good for at the time, but the entity, you can release it. Don't change its form. Just let it be with the form that it is, and then it will go wherever it needs to go. But ideally, my advice to you would be take it off the planet. Take it off the planet. Even if your higher self has to do that and help you to do that, take it off the planet, because then it has a lot more difficulty coming back. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Did we skip Kate? Because the pasting on here, Kate was after Jackie and before Maria, but I didn't know if she had gone already.
Do Kate. Let's do Kate. Is Kate still here?
Good morning, and might I add that David was before me. David had put question, please.
Oh, David has
Okay.
a question.
Thank you. I just didn't want to miss him.
Okay. Sorry, you guys. I'm getting copies and pasted up here. David.
Yeah, David.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay.
David, go ahead, please.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Kate.
Hello, David.
Hello. I feel like hard to speak because everything, how I get a chance to maybe get some clarity, and been through a really rough week. Similar to maybe some stuff that Kyle's been through. Sounds like really just the past week I've, you know, felt like having to call the ambulance and just feeling these energies, and I've had confirmation that there were some kind of energies affecting, and I have also learned that our beliefs can create this timeline reality for that experience, for us to learn and to release these things. So I'm looking for guidance because I have a very important journey for traveling coming up very soon, and want to be able to function and get through the day, because I just kept being whatever was happening to me just kept happening, and it was stopping me and creating this huge amount of worry and fear and these physical symptoms in my body that were just hard to tell whether it was like something
You know,
energetic or if it was something that I needed to get looked at right away.
David, I want you to take your hand, whichever hand it is that you feel comfortable with.
Okay. Put it on my heart.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, on your heart. You got it?
Yes.
You done it?
Yes.
Good. Now I want you to use 2 fingers, and I want you to mimic a heartbeat, please. So, da-dum, 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 da-dum. I want you to feel that. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. You see how that feels?
peaceful.
Tell me how that feels. Mm.
A lot
Do you feel
safer. Just noticing.
good? Feel the peace. You feel calm. You feel safe. Feels warm. Feels loving. Feels like everything's going to be okay, doesn't it? So I want you to use that. I want you to use that. I want you to use that whenever you're feeling overwhelmed. Whenever you're feeling that you can't cope, you ever feel like you want to ring an ambulance, I want you to put your hand on your heart. And I want you to mimic your heartbeat, da-dum, just like I'm doing right now, da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. And everything will slow down. Everything will centralize. And you allow things just to be. It's what your heart needs. This is what your heart is telling me it needs. Okay? I want you to use this, David. I want you to use it. Good. Good. That's what you need. Good. Let it go, David. There's no point you hanging on to it anymore. It's time to let it go. Trust in your heart. Trust in the being of who you are, an incredible soul with so much light, so much strength, so much courage, such bravery. I see this in you, but I want you to see it in you. It's really important. The most tortured souls are the ones who are the most bravest, have the most courage. Do you know why? Because just like Halo, you can take it where other light beings can't. Do you think Halo just became Halo? Halo was chosen. I'll reveal that one day. Just like you were chosen. Each and every one of you to be here in this time. You are with family. You are with family. You are not alone. You never have been alone. Everyone around you, connect in the simplest way. Doesn't take much. Connect with one another. Say hello. How's your day going? How's things for you? What can I do to serve you today? Because this is what my heart is saying. What can I do to serve you today? Good. Good. Your heart feels peaceful now, David. I like that.
Yeah, it's been it's been quite a journey this past week.
Remember, you are loved, David. Remember that. I'm getting this from you. You're forgetting this. You're forgetting about your family. You're forgetting about the heart of who you are. And you're forgetting about the fact that you are loved. You are loved, each and every one of you. So loved. I'm not just saying these words. I want you to feel it. I am saying it with my heart. It's like a language. You are loved, each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. Find it within yourself. Find it within yourself. Okay. That's what we have for you, David. You're a beautiful soul, David. Don't forget it. Okay, Deb. Next one.
Kate, she wanted to, I believe you want to connect heart to heart, Kate?
Well, actually, I was confused on what was going on. So let me just say what I'm feeling. I am so new to this, and Deb, you know this, and that I'm fine. Like with everything that's going on, things are the roller coaster, of course, and I got two questions, so I'm trying to think of what one in my heart I would like to know better. Is for everyone, the one for everyone. I would want to know what would be the best way the best exercise to set this monkey brain aside so I can start my work. I need to know something that I can do that gets his thoughts out of my head. If there's an exercise that not just me, everyone can do.
Yeah, I'm going to do this with you. You want to take an adventure with me, Kate? What do you
I'd
say?
love to.
Yeah, I love your courage and bravery. Beautiful. Okay, I want you to. We're gonna touch the divinity within you. Okay, we're gonna try. Okay. So what I want you to do, Kate, is I want you to just forget about everything around you. I want to forget about where you are, what you're doing. Okay. I just want you to be open. I want you to surrender. Surrender to this process. Okay. And I want you to just allow it. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Put your hand on your heart for me. Okay. Now I want you to repeat this. I am not my thoughts. And I want you to keep on repeating it until you can feel the purity within inside of you. Okay. Go. I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts. I want you to let go of all of the labels you've ever known. I want you to take it out of you. I want you to put it to one side just for this moment. Take those labels, every single one of them. Take it out of you and put it to one side just for now. I am not my thoughts. My thoughts have no significance here. My thoughts have no significance here. Good, Kate. I can feel this from you. My thoughts have no significance here. I am not my labels. Let it go. Let go of those labels. I am not my labels. Just for one moment, right here, right now, take them out of you. Take those labels out of you. I am not my labels. I am not my labels. I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts. Let it go. Let everything go. Stop holding on. Let it go. I am not my labels. Let it go. I am not my thoughts. I want you to open up your heart. I want you to take a look inside because that's where your soul resides. Take a look inside. See what it feels like, Kate. I want you to open up your chest and I want you to take a look inside and I want you to feel the divinity that I can feel from you. It feels beautiful, Kate. Open it up, take a look. See what's really there without your labels, without who you are. Just you in your purest form. Take a look, Kate. What do you see?
I am that angel.
Excellent. Excellent, Kate. You are all powerful. You are all love. That's all you are. You are so loved. You are so adored. Look inside of your soul. You can see it. I can feel it from you. It is strong within you. This is all that you are. Let it go. Cry. Release it. All of it. Don't hold it back. Be that being. I am holding space for you, Kate. Good. Bring yourself back to your awareness. Allow my voice to bring you back. I want you to bring back to your labels, to who you are. I want you to bring yourself back to Kate and everything that Kate represents. Beautiful. Well done. So proud of you. Thank you for taking the journey with me. You're such a good teacher. So what I wanted to say is touching the divinity within you is your purest form, and it feels exactly like the way you're feeling, like pure love, and it's love for everything. There is nothing that you don't love. You have love for everything. This is what you feel when you touch that divinity within you, and I want you to touch that divinity often, as often as you can. I've shown you how to do it. For all of you who are angels, high vibrational beings, source God beings, ascended masters, galactic beings, whatever label you want to give yourself, I don't care. You see what I just did for Kate? I, as a high vibrational being, held space. Ascended masters do this. We hold space with the intention that you come to your divinity, with the intention that you come to your own knowing. I don't want to give you the answers. I want you to find them yourself, because you can do this. You're all sovereign beings. You don't need me. You don't need any other spiritual being. Everything you have is here. And I want you to look for it there. So I want you to practice this, all you ascended masters. I want you to practice this, holding the space like I've just done. I'm showing you, I'm teaching you how to do this, the ascended master way. You hold space with the intention like I did for Kate. No expectation. Whatever she gets is what she gets. But hold space for the intention to find her divinity. That's it. Use your vibration to set that intention. And that's exactly what happened today. So, thank you, Kate. You are really wonderful for taking this adventure and journey with me. I like you, brave souls. You're my favorite.
Beautiful. Next we have Kath.
My lovely sweetheart.
She has
Tell
a
me
very
what I
long,
can do for you today.
which is a long question. Did you want me to read it, Kath, or did you want to? You're on mute, sweetheart. You're still on mute, sweetheart. Your mouth is going, but we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Aha.
Hello, there you are. Hiya.
Hello.
So actually, I did have a question, but I'm actually going to hijack another question that Wendy put forward, if you don't mind. So basically, she said to ask what's coming for the end of the year, But I kind of also have that same question, in that my guides are telling me that when the time is right, that you're going to be looking to share a master blueprint with us. So can you give us any insight what's ahead of us?
The blueprint is already within the vibration, is in the vibration of Gaia. So when you all see, your journeys are very individual. Okay, just wait 1 minute. Father, come on. You're so clever. Okay, so let me explain it to you in ways that we understand, okay? We're in linear time. So in linear time, everything has been set, not in time as you know it, but is in vibration. We have discussed this before. Everything is set in vibration. We planned it this way. We needed it to be this way. So you ask the question, why? It's really quite simple, because linear time is set periods of time, set markers. Vibration is not. It's malleable. It flows. You can have more vibration, you can have less vibration, and you move with it. You move with that particular vibration in the flow, and you are in control of that flow of vibration. For example, with this vibration, what I'm trying to convey to you is that some of you have already very much ascended to high vibrational state of being. There are many of you who are still very much on the stepping stones up to that. But again, that is in the flow of everything, okay? Just like your chakras, that was designed, not as in stages, but as in flow of everything. So this is what you're seeing. The blueprint you're talking about is not external to you. The blueprint is within you. It's always been within you. And when you reach a certain vibrational state, you will become aware of it. Just like when you become aware of the particular beings that you might be, whether that's angelic or ascended master or galactic or somewhere source beings, it is within you. The blueprint is within you. When you reach a certain state of vibration, it will become known to you already. It's not something you have to attain. It's already there. Everything was programmed within you, just like it was programmed in Gaia's vibration. Just like what you're experiencing right now in regards to how difficult it is to stand in this vibration. Do you feel this? Of course you feel it. You feel it all. You feel how difficult it is to purge. You feel how difficult it is to stand in this current vibration, purging everything that you have conditioned yourself to believe. Yes?
Yes, yes, I do.
Yes, this is the
I've been
process you're
told
going
that
through.
that I've been made aware recently that our inner sanctum, as it were, is like a vault, and we have the key, hold the key at the same time. Is that right?
That's very true. Many of you have chosen to have a dual experience, not just within yourself, but also with others. Don't forget that you're all one. You're not separate. So you've chosen to trigger one another. You've chosen to unlock one another. So there'll be certain people that come into your life and help you with your vibration, a particular aspect of it, and help you unlock it to the next stage. So never be afraid. You already know within yourself. Don't also be misguided as well. There are many who say that they are, but actually trust within your soul, trust within your divinity, trust within the guidance that you are getting, whether it feels right or doesn't feel right. You already know when someone approaches you in this 3D realm and they say, I have a key code for you, I have quantum codes for you, or I'm here to unlock you, or I'm here to share vibration, you know, you will already know whether that person's going to do that or not. You know, so some of you who are not within your knowing, the best way to do it is exactly how we are doing it right now, is to connect in this way, connect heart to heart, connect your energies. If you can't do this in person, then you will do it over your devices, over the phone, however it might be. You can also do this telepathically, but you're not ready for that yet. You will be. This is what you're being trained for all your gifts to come wide open and to become the being that we intend you to be. This is just one stage of the many stages that have been planned. Many that have been planned. Humanity's progression is not the right word I would like to use, but evolution is the right word to use. Humanity's evolution has been planned. It is pretty phenomenal what we have planned for you. And if you're prepared to stay, and if you're prepared to be on the journey, it will be a remarkable experience. And this is the one thing each and every one of you love. You might hate, dislike, not enjoy some of the things that you're going through right now. But when you look back upon reflection, you see it differently. You have memories of it, fond memories of it, and even memories of, oh my God, I want to do this again. Even though when you were going through it, as you are going through things right now, it feels very, very, very difficult. It feels hard. It feels like you'll never get through this. Sometimes it feels so hard that you don't want to be here. There are many of you feeling like this right now, feeling like you don't want to be here. And that's okay. If you don't want to be here, don't be here. But you will be disappointed. Not me, but you will be disappointed. There was so much for you to experience, so much that has been planned. If you feel the blueprint is outside of you, then that is your particular experience. Do not forget that you are manifestors, you are creators. There are some things that have been set. So the things we talk about being set is Gaia's vibration. You can't manipulate that. There is no one here on planet Earth that has control over that, because it was designed this way. Because if you can imagine, if someone had control over Gaia's energy, the vibration that's been given to Gaia, for Gaia to hold, because this is what she's doing. She's holding this vibration for you. So you can purge all of the conditioning, all of the belief systems you've led yourself to believe throughout your time, whether it's this time, linear time, or another time, because you've led many lives. She's holding that for you. And we designed it for her to hold for you. And we designed it for her to hold at a certain vibration, and no one can touch it. And it's only going to get higher and higher and higher. And it will force each and every one of you. It will force each and every one of you to deal with all of that belief systems that you've been holding on to. We're going to purge you. And this is why you're feeling emotional. This is why you're feeling like you're on a roller coaster. Like some days it feels really okay. And other days it feels this is the most hardest thing I'm doing. And I don't know if I can get through this. And I don't know if I can get through this. Alone? No. But together, yes. You have many around you. You have a support network. Why are you not using it? Use it.
Thank you. No, it's just that so many people keep talking about this will happen October, this will happen in November. It's preparing for that. I am fast becoming aware that a lot of the answers are in me, and I'm busy so looking externally that
Yes.
I'm confusing myself. My head is so fuzzy at the minute. I don't know if I'm coming or going. I feel like, you know, when they do the SAS, they make them do a simple task, but with lack of oxygen. That's how I feel a lot of the time. And I feel like my life is going so fast, but I'm trying to not even seek answers, just be content to be quiet and still. But my life is just, I don't find that time, and I need to do that. And if I can
Choose,
have that clarity,
choose which way you see. Choose the vehicle that you are choosing to see through. So the vehicle you're choosing to see through are these things. These things you call eyes. Okay? I think you forgot the greatest gift I ever gave you was this. Choose to see through your heart. Use your heart to see things through. You will see it from a different perspective altogether. Something different altogether. You are not this. You are not this, but you are this. The divinity within you have experienced today. You are that. This is where you need to come from. This is the space you need to come from. Everything is there. This and this will deceive you. It's a deception. But this always treats you fair, treats you with love, treats you with compassion, tells you when something's right, tells you when something's wrong, which is what you really want to know.
It's just, it's so confusing and so overwhelming. There's so many people putting their perspective on things, and it's, you don't know what to believe.
Kat, let me focus
Can I pop in, Nilesh?
Can I just go through what I'm going through with you one more time, okay?
Yeah.
Stop using this, stop using this, and start using this. You're allowing this to take too much significance. And stop. Use this. Use this more. Practice with this more. So much more important than practicing with this. All the information in here is nowhere near as the information that's in here. Nowhere near. Only if you choose to access it. Only if you choose to allow it. And only if you choose to come from this space. You have to practice this. Gaia's helping you to purge, and we are helping you here to use this. Yes?
Yeah, no, brilliant. Thank you. That makes complete sense. Thank you.
Can I pop in, Nilesh, really quick?
Of course.
I just wanted to say that I think what frequency and vibration you choose to emanate, it kind of works like the Mandela effect, where there's multiple templates for what Gaia is going to look like, but version of that template by raising your vibration to match that frequency. So it's really up to you when things are going to happen, in my opinion, and that's what it sets. Your own vibration and love energy sets you on that path faster or later. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's fluid, I think. Yes,
you're absolutely right, Kyle. It's love and fear. Love is the one that propels you forward. Fear is the one that holds you back or stands you in, stasis and leaves you stagnant. So this is the game you play. Sometimes you're feeling full of love, you propel forward. Sometimes you're feeling full of fear, it stops you. Something for you to take note of here. And Gaia is so beautiful that she's holding this high vibration for you, that all of the fear that you're feeling, all of the fear that you have led yourself to believe is all coming to the surface. It's all coming to the surface, and you have to deal with it. You have no choice now. It's really simple.
I think it's
you
just
stay
me,
on the
it's
planet,
the old thing of control.
and you stay
Sorry.
with the vibration. You stay on the planet and you stay with the vibration. The vibration is just going to get higher. Gaia's just going to vibrate even higher and higher as we send it to her. Okay? Or two, you're going to leave. There's no in between. You cannot stay here unless you're prepared to do the work. And if you don't do the work, you're going to feel it, like each and every one of you are feeling it right now. There is no in between now. This is what you came for.
It's the practical element of what can we do, what can we prepare, when is it going to be, what, have we got a timeline? But I am understanding that's my mental realms doing that, not my heart, and I need to move back to my heart and trust and believe and surrender. So that I've kind of understood.
Very good. Yeah, exactly that. And remember, things aren't set in linear time. Some of you are still so focused with linear time. It's not linear time. It's set in vibration. I keep repeating myself. Everything is set in vibration.
I'm hearing you. Thank you.
Why do you think you can't manipulate Gaia's vibration right now? Why do you think the elite can't manipulate it? They can't manipulate it. They can't touch it. This is set this way. It was set this way. This is designed this way. Okay?
I understand. Thank you.
Julianne would like to connect heart to heart. Julianne, Are you here?
Oh, yes. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Julianne.
Hi, Nilesh. Hi.
Okay, we've gone past the halfway point. Can I just we'll do you just in a moment, Julianne. Can I just ask everyone to close their eyes? Me and Father are just going to ramp up the energy in this place, okay? So let's do this. Close your eyes. Put your hand on your heart. Heart seems to be a really big thing today with me. Okay, we're just going to ramp up the energy, okay? Okay, here we go. To each and every one of you that I'm connected to, you're going to feel the vibration. Right here, right now, in this time and space dimension in reality. Are you ready? You feel it?
Yes. Quiet, please.
Okay, Julie, I'm going to connect my heart to your heart in this high vibration. You ready? Okay, Julie, close your eyes. I'm going to connect my heart to your heart. Take a couple of deep breaths. Just allow yourself to sit in the energy. Allow it to be wherever it needs to be, okay? Okay, I've connected my heart to your heart, okay? It's going to feel a little bit different than what you're used to, okay? You're looking for answers. Really good. Use my vibration. Find it. I like it. You're uncertain. I feel that about you. You want to go to the next stage. Okay, I see. I see paintings. Okay. I'm going to disconnect my heart from your heart. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Jules. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have Pam that has a question about removing blocks and resuming communications that she used to have.
Hi, Nilesh.
Hi, Pam.
So years ago, I used to, through my dreams, and I used to get a lot of messages. I'd actually travel up on escalators and travel different realms. And I started studying astral projection or astral travel to do it consciously. And there was a time when I actually I was aware that I was leaving my body. And all of a sudden, I had this fear like, oh my God, if I don't come back, what will happen to my children? And I have never been able to remove that. And a second part to that is somebody had told me that I was a high priest in France in a previous life and a shaman. I don't know how that impacts his life, but the feeling that I pick up is there's something I did consciously or made a decision unconsciously that hurt people. So I almost fear my power. So I never question it. I don't doubt it when it comes in dreams. But consciously I'm not able to get into that space. Like sometimes when I meditate and I feel myself going, I almost like bring myself back, and I don't let myself go because of what the decision I may have made. I am not aware of what the actual decision was, but I know that it was something that impacted lives or hurt people, or it was greed, or whatever the reason was, that I'm afraid of my own power now to give it free rein. What can I do to unblock that?
Can I hop in, Nilesh?
Okay. Yeah, of course you can.
So I actually went through this also, and I went through a long period of fearing my own power because I could see it manifest instantly before me. And I went through similar things where I made decisions and actions that I could see the reverberations of them. And they told me, my guides told me to watch the movie Frozen. And it's about this ice queen that has these magical powers that can control and like manifest ice. And she lives her whole life in fear of her own powers, basically, because she hurts her sister, I think. And then at the end of the movie, she realizes that she can create by holding love and loving that power. She can create these like magnificent ice sculptures and basically save her whole community by loving that power and using the power of love to overcome that fear of her own.
Kyle, I understand that.
And
No, I
that's
fear the manifestation.
kind of the journey.
I fear doing it consciously, like being, in a dream state, it comes and I do that. The actual life, things manifest. By the grace of God, I'm in a very, very good place in my life, and I know I manifest and it happens. But in a dream state, if it comes to me, but like if I come face to face with it, or if I actually see something, that is what kind of holds me back. Like I don't want to see it. I accept it. I don't doubt it. I do it. But it's like in a dream state, it's okay where, I'm not consciously aware. I work with my subconscious. But when I'm aware in my consciousness, that's when I kind of set myself back. Like I almost have that cocky attitude, like I don't really believe it. But on the other side, I've had really like great experiences where when they manifested, I said, really? But then I also went along with it. So like one time I was praying really hard because we were having very, very like rough time. And
Okay, Pam, let me just interrupt you.
Sure.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Okay, we're going to help you with this. Okay. So first of all, I want you to be aware of the story that you're telling yourself. Okay. So this is what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm hearing that you have these extraordinary gifts: astral travel, being able to heal, being able to change your reality. And you kind of don't believe them, even though they actually present themselves in 3D. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I believe them, but it's not so much that I don't believe. It's just that when I set myself an intention to consciously do it, that's when I set myself back. If it happens in a dream state, the messages come to me in a dream state, and then I see it manifested in my life, I don't question it. I asked for it and I got it.
In a dream state, it's a lot easier because you're a lot more open and you're just surrendering and you're allowing and you're in love. At the moment, you're in the state of fear. The reason why you feel you are blocked is because of the narrative you're telling yourself. And the narrative you're telling yourself is, I am all powerful, yet I don't believe I am. And I can manifest, yet I don't believe I can, even if it turns up. If it turns up in my dream state, if I manifest in my dream state and it appears in my 3D reality, then I believe it. But as a conscious creator, I don't believe I am. This is what you're telling yourself. So if you keep telling yourself this, the universe is beautiful. What does the universe do? We already know this, don't we? If you keep saying, well, I'm not a conscious creator, the universe goes, yes, Pam, you're right. We're going to send it right back to you. You are not a conscious creator. When you say to the universe, well, you know, when I create in my dream world and it presents itself and manifests itself in my 3D world, I believe that. Yes, Pam, you're right. We're going to send that straight back to you. You're a conscious creator. Whatever you think, believe, and feel is exactly what your reality is. So how do you change it, Pam? How do you change from being in fear to love?
Change the narrative.
Sorry, say that again, Pam.
Change the narrative.
Aha, change the narrative. So the human brain is very easily conditioned. You've been conditioned throughout your whole life by many, many things. The elite have done an extraordinary job. And here you are today, unlearning, undoing all of that conditioning. So anything that you want to believe, we've said this before, stick it on a piece of paper, stick it on your bedroom wall, stick it on the bathroom door, wherever you're going to see it every single day. And I want you to stand in front of that piece of paper and I want you to repeat those things to yourself. Because the more you repeat things to yourself, the more your brain, your soul, your heart starts to believe it. Your divinity already knows who you really are. It's just waiting. It's waiting for you to connect to that. All the gifts you're talking about can be done consciously. The reason why it's easier in the dream world is because you're allowing. You're free. There is none of this conditioning. There is none of the boundaries you're setting for yourself right now. All of the boundaries you're talking to me about are boundaries that you're setting for yourself. You're saying, you know, I will go to this boundary, but I can't see beyond that boundary because fear is stopping me from going beyond that boundary. I am concerned that I don't want to consciously astral travel in case I never come back to my body. That's a fear. That's a fear. You are tied to your body. If you astral travel, you only have to think of being back in your body, and boom, you're back in your body. The contract is with your body. Your soul has a contract with this body. Do you see? Let's work on the heart of you, Pam. Shall we work on the heart of you?
Yes, please.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to close your eyes. And I just want you to let things go. I want you to surrender right here, right now, in this space. Okay? I want you to be open. And I want you to allow, without hesitation. I feel a sternness within you, Pam. Let it go. And it's not who you are. It's what you've told yourself who you are. Let that go. Okay. I'm going to work on your heart a little bit, okay? Yes, you are all powerful. Yes, you can do many, many, many things. Open your heart to me. Let go of those fears. Let go of that belief system you've led yourself to believe. It's not who you are. You are not your identity. You never have been. Let go of that narrative. Good, Pam. Open up your heart, Pam. You're safe here. You're safe here, okay? Open up your heart. I want you to feel the divinity within you. I'm opening you up so much. I want you to feel your divinity. You will feel it on the outer edges of your being, inside of your heart. It's almost like a elliptical shape with you, Pam. I want you to feel the edges of that. Allow yourself to be, Pam. Allow it to be. Let it go. Stop holding on. Let it go. And let go of your perceptions. Let go of who you are. Just let it go. Trust in the divinity of who you are. It's all there. It's all here. I can feel it. Can you feel that, Pam?
Yes.
You're so stern, Pam. Stop being so bloody stern. Let it go. Stop it. It's this protective, self-defensive mechanism. You don't need it. Your divinity is strong within you. Trust in your divine. Better. Beautiful. Better. Allow the divine to protect you. Allow the vibration of who you are to be who you are, to encompass every single part of you. Allow it to be. There you go. Okay, we're going to pull back a little bit. Okay. What did you feel, Pam? Tell me.
I felt a little like crack in the walls at the opening and the light coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've grew up in boarding schools, and I think part of that is like defense mechanism, like you said. I checked
Yeah.
on my heart so I wouldn't be hurt, and that's affecting this part. But it's opening. Thank you. Thank you.
You have this defense mechanism that you put up. I can feel it, sense it from you. It's like a grid. It's almost like a prison in many ways. It looks like geometry to me. And you've set this up yourself. It's a protective mechanism. From what you said, I didn't know about your, boarding school days, but there's a sternness within you, and attached to this particular protection is your sternness. Let it go. Your divinity is strong within you. The purpose of really today was to help you to touch the divinity within you. Okay, to let you feel the power of that. There is nothing that's comparable to that. Nothing, except Father, would be comparable to that. His divinity and his energy and vibration
Is that an
is.
exercise that I can do, like going forward? Because I have moments of like intense feeling of love, but then again, those are moments, and I want it like to flow more freely. So is there an exercise that I can do on an ongoing basis to make sure that it remains open?
Yeah, I want you to do Superman.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is I want you to get into a meditation state, and I want you to open your heart, but I want you to physically do it. You get your hands, just like Superman does when he opens up his chest. I want you to do the same. I want you to open up your chest, and I want you to see the divinity within you. I want you to feel the divinity within you. And when you're done, close it back up.
Okay.
Yeah? But I want you to open up your chest when you're feeling it. And I want you to allow the energy. I want you to allow Father's love. Let him show you your divinity. That would be incredible.
Yep.
Let him show you who you are. And through him you will see. If you can't see this yourselves, then he will help you see it through him. He's happy to help, always. He's always there. Open up your heart like this. And I want you to feel your divinity. I want you to pour in that love, pour in that energy, pour in that vibration as much as you can take. As much as you can take. And then tell me how you get on.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Pam.
Beautiful. How are you doing?
The 3D body is, you know, it's a lot of energy today, a lot of vibration. Father's energy is fast.
I know. I have Jasmine that would like to connect with you.
Of course, Jasmine. How are you, my lovely?
Hello.
Hi, Jasmine. Such a beautiful name. I love that name.
Thank you.
How can I help you today, Jasmine? What is it you need from me?
I'd like to connect heart to heart.
Okay. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Do you mind if I put my hands on your heart? Can I do that?
Yes.
Because I'm being guided to. I'm going to blast you a little bit, Jasmine. Yeah, we're going to give you
Okay.
some pure love. Pure, unfiltered, unintentional, just love. What do you think? You up for it? You want to come with me
yeah.
on this adventure? You ready?
Yes.
Let's do this. Right, I want you to close your eyes for me. And I want you to get into your centered space. I want you to let everything go. Jasmine in this space does not exist. There is no Jasmine. There is only love. That's all there is. All that ever has been, all that ever will be is love. That's it. Let Jasmine go. She doesn't exist in this moment. She doesn't exist in this time, dimension, space, and reality. I want you to feel the heart of who you are. The divine heart of who you are. And you're holding on. I want you to let go. Open, surrender. You are safe with me. I will look after you. I won't do anything to hurt you. Trust me. I have nothing but love for you. Good. Your heart space is open now. Open. Allow. Let go. Surrender. No, no, no. Don't hold on to your conditioning. Let it go. Jasmine does not exist in this space, in this time, dimension, space, reality. There is no Jasmine. There is no conditioning. Good. I can feel your heart space now. Excellent. You're so good at this. Well done. Okay, Father. You want to help me here, Father? Shall we meld our energies? Open your heart. Allow this energy to be with you. Allow to be one with this energy. Yes, it's love, nothing but love. Open your heart, open your soul, let it be. No, don't retract, don't go back, open up further. Go in deeper. Good, Jasmine. Good. I like the way you surrender. Excellent. This is it. This is the heart space. This is what I want you to remember. This is who you are. This is what love feels like in its purest form. You are not Jasmine. You are not your conditioning. Be who you want to be. There are no limitations. There are no restrictions. Only the ones that you place upon yourself. Use your heart. American Indian woman. Very cool. Yes, just like when you were back then. Strong. Do you remember that? Strong in your power. Strong in your femininity, your divinity. Strong in who you are. Good. I feel it from you. You remember? Can you see it? I can see you standing, looking out to the mountains, surveying everything around you, like the strong soul you are, knowing that everything is in perfect synchronization. Everything, the birds, the trees, the wind, the animals, the ground, the earth, Gaia, everything around you in perfect synchronicity. That strength you feel is within you. You are never apart from it. Far too bloody wise. Good. I'm going to take my energy back. Jasmine, did you get that? Okay, let me finish. I see you as a strong American Red Indian, whatever label you want to give it, woman, standing strong in her power, strong in the sense of her roots, her belonging, who she is. I want you to use that strength, okay? I want you to use that because that's who you are. This is who you are. This is who you're connecting to. Such wisdom there. It's a pleasure standing with you for a while. That was fun. Thank you for allowing me that. That's all I have for you. That was it. Okay.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Good. When I see you in that state, I see this woman, this American red-headed woman. She's got her hair like in like a plaited position. You're wearing a shawl and you're standing on this mountain where your tribe is. Your tribe is there. You are incredibly, incredibly powerful. You are connecting to that. I want you to bring that power, that strength, that certainty, which is what I don't feel from you. That certainty she has. She wields immense power. Immense. That's who you are. I want you to bring that in. In everything you do. In everything you do. It's such a pleasure for me to be standing next to you for that little bit of time to see you in this way. It's beautiful. Thank you for allowing me to do that with you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Please don't forget that.
Yes.
Yeah, she's incredible. You know, it's like you have this ability to see synchronicity, perfect synchronicity, as in everything flowing just as it should. So when I see you surveying, it's almost like a leopard or a tiger or a lion that surveys its land to know that actually it is beyond all powerful and you are in complete flow, complete synchronization. I could feel you connecting to the wind, the birds, the sway of the trees, the land itself. You could feel the sway of the grass. You are in connection with this. This is who you are. You are at one with all of this. And not only can you feel that around you, but you can survey it far and wide. This is your ability. You have forgotten. How could you forget that, Jasmine?
Yeah.
Don't let it happen.
Yeah. Well, thank
Yes. Pleasure connecting with you. Love you both.
Yeah.
We love you too, Nilesh. Thank you.
It's always a joy connecting with you, souls. I love it so much. Okay, I think we're coming close to time. Shall we do a grounding meditation? Because there was some serious father energies coming in today.
Yeah.
So let's ground you a little bit. Otherwise, you're going to be so high, you're not going to be able to come down. You're not going to be able to sleep tonight. So I need to settle down into your chair, into your, wherever you are, your chair, your bed, wherever you're comfortable. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to take a couple of really big, deep breaths. And I want you to allow today everything that's been discussed. I want you to allow all of the information, all of the vibration to penetrate your being. Not just a part of your being, but all of it. Everything you felt, sensed, saw, experienced today was beautiful, sacred, giving, loving, oneness. This is who you are. Allow it to be part of who you are. Allow yourself to be a part of this experience. Immerse yourself in this experience. Allow all of the information, allow all of the vibration you have felt today to be a part of who you are. Allow it to sit with you. Immerse with it. Good. And the reason I'm asking you to do this is because it's nurturing. It's feeding your soul. We are nurturing you. And we are nurturing you because we love you. And we love every single bit of you. There is nothing about you that we do not love. There is nothing, absolutely nothing about you that we do not love and cherish. I want you to remember this. You are perfect in every way. Perfection. Good. I can feel the vibration between you all. I want you to take your roots from the soles of your feet, make them thick, make them strong, and I want you to take them down into Gaia. Now take them deep into Gaia, and I want you to take them to the center of Gaia, that beautiful orange globe that is within her. I want you to take your roots, I want to connect the ends of your roots into that molten lava, into that core of Gaia. You are immortal. It cannot harm you. Energy is energy. You cannot destroy energy. You can only transfer it. Good. You come to that awareness. Imagine this beautiful orange golden light coming up through your roots, coming up all the way through Gaia, almost like molten lava rising. It's a beautiful orange, deep orange golden glow. When it reaches the soles of your feet, I want you to allow it to come through your feet, into your ankles, penetrating every cell, every muscle, every tissue, renewing it, regenerating you, every part of you, regenerating everything it touches. There is nothing that can stay in this light. It's coming up through your shins, through your calves. You can feel it penetrating all of the muscle in your calf, all of the muscles in your skin, in your tissues, in your cells, penetrating this beautiful golden light, penetrating every part of it, into your knees, dissolving any pain, any suffering. This beautiful golden light just wipes it away, renews any cartilage, any tissues, any ligaments, anything that needs renewing will be renewed. I want you to imagine it coming up from the top of your thighs. Imagine it slowly filling you up to the middle of your thighs, heading towards the hip and pelvic area, penetrating every aspect of your hip and your pelvic area. Good. Renewing every tissue, muscle, cell, cartilage, bone, renewing everything it touches. This beautiful golden orange light. I want you to imagine it coming up through your abdomen, penetrating your kidneys, your livers, all of your hepatic systems, your pancreas, your colon. It's going through every aspect of you, renewing everything, healing everything. Now it touches the bottom part of your lungs, renewing your lungs as they were new when you were born, like a newborn child. It's penetrating every aspect of your rib cage, every aspect of your lung, making them beautiful pink again, as they should be, dissolving any impurities, dissolving anything that shouldn't be there. Imagine this beautiful golden light penetrating every aspect of your lungs, every aspect of your tract. It's coming up through the top of your shoulders. Imagine it penetrating into your throat. Good. Into your neck, into your spine. You can feel the warmth of it through the top, the bottom of your spine. It's penetrating the bone, healing everything as it goes. I want you to imagine it coming through the bottom of your chin, through your cheeks, into your teeth, renewing everything it needs to renew, regenerating everything it needs to regenerate, through to your ears, penetrating your eyes, renewing every aspect of your eye that it needs to renew, penetrating every single cell that it needs to, up to the top of your head, into your brain, into your skull, into your bone, penetrating every aspect of your brain, removing all of the impurities, removing everything that shouldn't be there, allowing it to penetrate every aspect of that grey matter, regenerating every single part of the brain as it goes, making you feel alive, making you feel renewed, making you feel whole again. Allow it to penetrate every aspect of your being. Good. And I want you to hold it here for as long as your vibration wants to hold it. When your vibration no longer needs it, it will let it go. Trust in your divinity. Trust in your vibration to do what's right for you. Good. You are so loved. Each and every one of you are so adored. How could you have forgotten this? Father sends his love to each and every one of you. And he thanks you for sharing this particular time with him and me. The oneness is such a beautiful state, sending you an immense amount of love. He's leaving you with that. And we are complete.